So if you have a VAX vacuum cleaner and it's behaving like this, giving you the green then red LED, then continue watching and then we'll find out what's causing this. So the vacuum cleaner that we're looking at today is this unit here, and it's the VAX Air Stretch ADVANCE. Now if you've got one of these units, you'll know that when you lever back the main unit, then that should enable the brush bar to activate. On this model here, what's happening is that nothing is happening with the brush bar, and as we can see here, it looks all clogged up. There's no movement in that brush bar whatsoever. It's really tight, and the LED is going from a green to a red, showing that there's some sort of error. So we need to take this off and we need to investigate what's happening. So on one side of the unit, you'll notice that there's a cap and there'll be 3 screws. So I've just undone those 3 screws and we're just going to pop this cover off. And as you can see there, that shows you the belt. So there'll be the motor in there that's pulling around that little pulley, and then that is connected to the brush bar, which should be spinning round. What I wanted to do is I wanted to see whether or not that was actually spinning round itself, so then we knew that it's not a motor problem. For those that don't know, the bottom of those 2 buttons there is what turns the brush bar on and off as well. And I just wanted to very quickly show you again what the issue is. So as that top part is pushed back to push the back and forth, that should stay green, and it's turning red, so there's obviously something wrong with it. So next I want to check whether or not the little pulley is spinning round and whether it's an issue with the actual energy coming from the motor, if you like. It seems to be doing something, but it's stopping for some reason, so we just need to investigate that a little bit further. So next I'm just going to remove this cap. That's just holding everything in place. There's no screws to undo because those were already connected to the end plate, if you remember. And everything seems to be okay there. There's no like broken teeth or anything. I don't know. There's nothing really there to see. So I'm just going to take that belt off. The belt seems to be in decent condition as well. And then that seems a bit stiff, but it doesn't seem too bad. So just before that brush bar can come out, there's just a top plastic piece to remove, and then there'll be a lower plastic piece to remove, and then that brush bar should slide out quite easily. There's nothing holding them in place really, apart from everything else that was just all screwed together and covering it. So we'll get rid of those, and then let's slide out that brush bar. As you can see there, there's plenty of gunk in there, so we need to give that a good clean. Yeah, there seems to be a lot there, and there seems to be some sort of plastic thing there as well, and a lot of debris. I could probably see why that's not spinning. And look at the state of that. That's going to take some cleaning. There's plenty of hair there that needs to be removed, but I am curious about that little plastic piece. And with a bit of magic, that brush bar has been all cleaned up, or cleaned up relatively well. So we've got rid of all the gunk off there, and it's looking just a bit fresher than it was before. And it seems to be spinning round. Okay, I can't see any damage anywhere. So what I wanted to do was to confirm that it was definitely something to do with the brush bar, not the motor. So I tested the motor by spinning just levering the unit back, and then that shows us that the motor's fine and that belt should be driving that brush bar. And then it's time to get the brush bar back in. There'll be a little square on one side of the brush bar which should kind of correspond with the square in the bottom of the vac. Can be a little bit fiddly sometimes, so you just kind of matching that up there, and then once it just feels right, then it's just a case of putting those 2 plastic bits on the top. So that's the bottom one, and then also the one at the top. So we'll click them into place, and then once those parts are in, then we can see about replacing the belt. So putting it back over the pulley where the motor would pull it from, and then over the brush bar. And then this piece, which was one of the first pieces that we took off, we probably underestimated what this does, because this actually keeps the brush bar in place and keeps it a good distance away from the sides, so once it goes into the corresponding screw holes, it's going to hold the brush bar in a nice stable position, so it's not shaking around the place. So that will give tension on that belt as well. And that is the plastic piece in place, and as you can see, the belt is nice and tight now. And then we're nearly there. We just need to replace this plastic piece that we took off right at the beginning. So we're going to pop that on, and I'm just going to secure those with the 3 screws, and then we're going to give it a quick test. And that does seem to be spinning around fine. It doesn't sound quite the same as what it used to, but it is working. I might invest in a new brush bar sooner rather than later, but that is all working well and good.